Hello. Sorry about that. My voice sounded nasty, but it's okay. The way my hair looks right now, it almost looks like a much more rock and roll version of like a Karen. Like it's kind of giving Karen Bob, like not someone whose name is Karen Bob, but like of the Bob a Karen would have. That's what it's reminding me of, but like way cooler. Like it's like Karen, but she's actually cool. You know? I don't know. Let me just let me see what we can do about that. Yeah, I think we're fixing it. I think we're fixing it a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I love that my hair almost looks like a bomb pop, you know? But then when I realize that bomb pops are those colors because it's supposed to be red, white, and blue like the American flag, then I start to not like it as much because I don't like that. I hate America. Boo, America sucks. Boo, I hate it. Grr, stupid country. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, I had some fucking dreams last night, dude. When I tell you I had dreams, man. Oh man, I had dreams. So I had a dream that like for some reason there was like this special event going on at school where like you would be like in this group of kids or something. Like I guess it was kind of like a field trip, and like adults, like your own family members, could like chaperone you and stuff like that. And I guess that is how that goes at school sometimes. Like I do remember that happening before where like I remember in first grade my mom had to chaperone me and some people for like a zoo field trip. We went to the zoo in first grade, so I do remember that. I guess that's like a normal thing. So anyway, for some reason, um, Nanny had to chaperone us, and if you don't know, Nanny is my great great grandma, and she died when I was very young. When I was like, man, I don't know. I was like a toddler, but I guess I was old enough that like because I do have memories of Nanny. I can't picture her face or anything or her voice really, you know, but like I can picture like what she was like vaguely. I do distinctly remember uh food. I have food related memories of her. Like she would always give me summer sausage whenever I went to her house. And I didn't go to her house very many times or anything, but I guess the only times I did go to her house, she gave me her summer sausage. She would give me a little bit, but she wouldn't give me a lot, like only tiny little pieces. And that kind of frustrated me because I was like, damn, this shit is so good. It's so delicious. Please give me more. But she wouldn't, and that's okay. It was her food, but you know, I wouldn't complain or anything, but I'd be a little bit frustrated because I wanted more. And then I remember also there was this time where we were having some sort of holiday celebration at her house, probably Christmas or something, I'm not sure. And we had venison, and that was the first and only time so far that I've tried venison, you know, that's deer meat. And I don't remember if it was good or not. In fact, I almost think that it was just kind of meh. Like it wasn't as strange as like I thought it would be. It didn't have like any kind of odd flavor really, and I guess that's good. But I don't know. I just wasn't all that impressed or anything. It was just kind of meh, I guess. Um, so yeah, those are my memories of Nanny. But anyway, so in the dream, Nanny was chaperoning us, so I guess she was alive in this dream. But it wasn't like Nanny the way she is in real life. It was super mean Nanny. She was super fucking mean, like abusive, you know? I don't know about physically, but like maybe I can't remember all the details as usual, but I do remember that like she was just cruel. And that is not how Nanny was in real life. Not at all. She was a nice woman. Um so yeah, like she was chaperoning us, and it was all teenagers, of course. Like, you know, it was people around my age. But oddly enough, one of the people I remember was Steve Marriott from the Small Faces. He was one of the kids that was in high school and being chaperoned by a nanny and all that. He was in our group. And I think also Ronnie Lane, who's also from the Small Faces, I'm pretty sure he was also in our group. And like that kind of checks out almost because like if you don't know, when the Small Faces started out, and the Small Faces as a band didn't even last that many years or anything, so that kind of sucks. But like, um, but yeah, like when they started out, they were very young. Like I remember, Steve was like 19. Um, so like they were barely older than me. Which the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure in Britain, high school actually ends when you're 16, maybe something like that. I don't actually know, but like I think so. Yeah, I think you can go to college after that. But in this universe, the Small Faces or whatever, they were, yeah, they were in high school with me and everything, and they were in my group for this field trip. I don't even remember where we went for the field trip. Like it was just, I don't know. I just know that Nanny was like watching us and sometimes driving us around, and at one point there was like this basketball game that we were at, and it seemed like that was taking place at school. So yeah, but it was, for some reason, it was a part of the the fucking thing. I guess the field trip or whatever. It was a part of the day, and like we lost. Like our team lost. The team that my group was in or whatever. I don't know how basketball works, but I just know that like our team lost. And Nanny was pissed. She was fucking pissed. And like I sadly don't remember that many details about like in what ways she was mean to us. I just remember that like she was cruel. Like super fucking mean. It was sad and it was terrible. Um I remember one part where Nanny wasn't present. She was off doing something else, so me and the kids were just talking. And I just remember telling some sort of joke. Like it came up like what would you do if you had a kid? Like someone asked me that or something. What would you do if you had a kid? And I just told this sort of joke to Steve Marriott. I was like, "Oh, I guess I'd put him in the orphanage." Oh no, that look how that went. That didn't go so well. And it's like the reference I was making was to Oliver, because Steve Marriott was the Artful Dodger in Oliver, the musical, Oliver Twist. Well, the thing is, like, in the actual story, Oliver isn't in an orphanage. He is an orphan, but he's actually like he's in the workhouse. So I don't really know. That joke wasn't that good, but in the dream everyone found it funny, so yay. Yay for me. Um yeah. Um um I wonder if I actually wore this same shirt like a few videos ago. I think I might have, and it's gonna make y'all think that I just wear the same clothes all the time. Whatever. Big deal, man. Um, yeah. And then, yeah, there aren't many other details I have in regards to, like, that part of the dream. It was a kind of long dream. Like, it spanned almost, like, a whole day. Not in real life, but in the perception I had of the time that was passing. So, after all that was over, I was walking home from school, and I was walking home from school. In real life, I don't do that. I actually just the bus stops very close to my house, and then I just have to walk like literally like maybe a 2 minute, 1.5 minute long walk to my house. So it's very easy, and maybe a little bit longer than that. But I'm just saying, no, no, probably like maybe 3 minutes tops. It's a very short walk, okay. Um, and this is assuming that I walk very slowly, and I kind of do. I mean, at the end of the day, I would because I'd be tired out from school. Anyway, um, whatever. So, but in the dream, I was just walking home from school, and it was kind of a long walk, I guess. And then I just remember like passing by some people that I was a little bit afraid of. And I don't know if that was just because of like normal anxiety things or if they were actually like threatening to me or something. I just remember the general tone of this in this dream was that I felt very helpless. I felt just very helpless and nervous, kind of like the way I did when I was in the hospital in real life. I just felt everything felt kind of surreal and scary, and I felt very, very much like in danger all the time, you know? That's how I felt in the hospital, and that's how I felt in this dream. Um, so yeah, I was. Then I got back to my house, and my mom was there and everything, like she ought to be. And she was being mean too. Like, I kept trying to tell her, about what Nanny did, and she just wasn't listening. She wasn't having it. She was yelling at me and everything. Like, she was being meaner than she is in real life, even. Like, just evil. Everyone, every adult in this dream was evil. We were all like, every teenager or child or whatever was just a victim of cruelty by the adults. Like, you couldn't trust any grown up in this dream. Um, and then like Leslie came over. That's my great aunt, and she didn't really do anything. She was just kind of ignoring me. I guess she was just completely ignoring me. I wasn't really trying to talk to her anyway, so like yeah, we were just ignoring each other. I guess it was like around Christmas time or something. I think it was, yeah, because there were presents in the house, and Leslie was coming over to help out with something. Like we were all getting ready for something. I guess it was around Christmas time in the dream. And then after that, um, after all that, then me and my mom went to the store. And she was being slightly nicer to me in this one. Wasn't like yelling at me, just, I gave up on trying to tell her about how cruel Nanny was and everything. I was like, just kind of going along with the shopping. And then at one point, she was like, I really appreciate you getting me this and that. And I can't remember what the two things were, but they were two, like, nice drinks that I got for her. Not like alcohol, but just, delicious drinks that she likes. And they were like some fancy drink that I don't know about in real life. Again, not alcohol, just some. You know how there are fancy drinks at the store? Like, they'll have, like, kombucha or, like, fancy sodas or, um, like those smoothies and stuff, stuff like that it's a little expensive, but it's tasty. And sometimes they'll like brand it as a kind of health drink, and that, there can be some truth to it. Like they might have some good probiotics or vitamins in there, but then there's probably also going to be a lot of sugar. Unless it's kombucha. Kombucha is always quite low calorie. Like every single bottle I've seen of kombucha, it was between like 50 and 90 calories, like always lower than 100. Maybe 100 tops, okay? 100 calories tops. And then like yeah, they're always very low calorie for like the serving that you get, and for the flavor that you get, cuz they do taste quite good to me. I love kombucha. Anyway, I digress, man. You know. You know. So me and my mom were at the store, and she was like, okay, I appreciate that you got me these two things, so I'm gonna get you one good thing, but it was a big serving though. It was like she was gonna get me like a big thing of kefir, but not the kefir brand, just like, like kind of a generic kefir. If you don't know what kefir is, it's this delicious sort of yogurt drink. It's like yogurt, but it's like kind of runny, and that sounds a bit gross, but trust me, it's really tasty, and it kind of tastes like champagne. Like, I've never had champagne, but according to my mom, it does taste like champagne, and I guess I can kind of imagine that because I've had like, virgin champagnes or whatever. When people say a drink is like a virgin drink, do they mean like it's based off of an alcoholic drink, but they take the alcohol out, or they don't have any alcohol in it? That's what a virgin drink is, right? I'm not just stupid, right? I think so. I think that's what it is. I mean, I don't think I'm stupid. Well, I do, but I don't. But it's complicated. Anyway. Blah. So, yeah. So anyway. Yeah, she got me a little yogurt drink, but it wasn't little. It was like a big, like, glass or bottle, a big bottle for like multiple servings, and I was excited about that. I was excited, and so yeah, that's basically all I can remember from the dream. Um, so I guess it had a happy ending, I suppose. Yeah. All right then. That's gonna do it then. Bye bye.